Having happy tenants will make you a happy landlord and somebody that can be proud of the service that they're providing to their customers. And in this video, I'm going to give you 8 tips that will help you do just that. Hi, I'm Andy Walker from Monoperty.com, where I blog online about my journey as a property investor and landlord, sharing what works for me and what doesn't to help you start or expand your property portfolio. One of my aims for this channel is to prove that not all landlords and tenants are bad, irrespective of what you see in the mainstream media. Bad news sells, which is why you see a lot of it in the papers and on TV, and you don't get to see the good stuff. Because it's boring, right? But in reality, I know that the majority of landlords provide high quality accommodation for their tenants, and I'd like to share their efforts by sharing these tips with you. The first one is provide instruction manuals. By leaving instruction manuals for the cooker, microwave, washing machine, dishwasher, or any other equipment that you have in the property, they'll be able to look things up for themselves if they become stuck, as opposed to feeling awkward and having to contact somebody else for help. Hopefully they won't have any problems, because most household appliances are designed to be easy to use, but they might just not be able to defrost that turkey in the microwave. You never know. Also, make sure that they have emergency contact numbers, whether that's through to you or your managing agent, so they can call if there's a problem with the utilities or anything else with the property. Number 2 is useful information. If your tenants are from out of town, it's always nice to provide them with some general information about bus routes and times, local taxi companies, fast food restaurants, places to go, etc, etc. I've seen landlords mention on social media that they also approach local businesses asking for discount codes. They'll approach a hairdresser's, for example, and tell them that they have people moving into the area and would they be willing to provide a discount code if they sent them in their direction. And they get it. How cool is that? The hairdresser's happy with the extra business and the tenant is happy with the discount. Seriously, the sky's the limit, so use your imagination for anything extra that you can provide. Number 3, leave a housewarming gift. A nice bottle of wine, a case of beer, a box of chocolates, a bowl of fruit. These are all nice ways of welcoming your new tenant to their new home. Number 4 is keep your distance. Don't go bothering your new tenant in their new home. That's right, it's their home and not yours. Now, it's your property and you have the right of access, but give your tenants plenty of notice before you visit. And in the UK, this should be at least 24 hours. I always aim to give at least 48 hours notice. It will give them time to tidy up and make them feel better about you entering their home. Tip 5 is don't be a cheapskate, especially if you're providing a furnished property. When items need replacing, I recommend buying brand new equipment and mid-range products. Buying low-end, cheap and flimsy furniture and electrical goods are not going to last long. Save yourself and your tenant time by buying decent equipment from the start that comes with warranties. Number 6, send them a Christmas card. It's a nice gesture to wish someone a happy holiday, no matter how they celebrate it. It also tells them that you haven't forgotten about them and that you're there if they need you. Tip 7 is think twice before increasing the rent. Now, I keep an eye on the rental market and review my rents once a year. If rents have risen, but I have a good tenant who is wanting to extend their tenancy for an extra year, then I will not increase that rent. I view it as a reward scheme for the tenant being a good customer and wanting to stay longer. I don't see the point in informing a good tenant that I'll be increasing the rent if they decide to stay and extend the tenancy, when I could risk losing them all for the sake of a few extra pounds. I'd much rather they stay and stay paying the same amount of rent. And tip number 8 is the most important tip. Deal with all questions and repairs quickly. If you don't do any of the other tips, make sure you do this one. If a tenant has a question, you should answer it quickly. And if something needs fixing, you should fix it fast. Apparently, the biggest complaints from tenants are about landlords not fixing things when they're broken, whether it's a cupboard door hanging off, the outside light not working, or a leak in the bathroom. And I don't understand it, because it's in the landlord's best interest. The tenant is actually doing you a favour by telling you something is broken. And if you don't fix it, that problem could get worse, especially if it's a leak. Do yourself a favour, your tenant a favour, and the rest of the landlord community a favour by dealing with things that need fixing quickly. Following these tips will help you to be a good landlord and be someone who can be proud of the service that they are providing to their customers. If you have any additional tips or ideas, please leave them down in the comment section below so I can learn from them and others too. If you found this video useful, please like and share, and definitely subscribe if it's your first time visiting this channel so you won't miss any of my future videos, which will all be geared towards helping you start or improve your property business. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Boom, I'm hoping the mic works because I left the battery on for about a week in the box, not good.